Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, November 16th. I did check the energies this morning. Volume is still on December, and unleaded volume has rolled over to January. So I'm showing December crude and January unleaded this morning. And crude meandered about no trades until 11 minutes after the hour. Then we pick up the short at 80.67. That comes down, hits target 1, which is the primary objective. So that makes that a one and done session. Picking up target 1 and one tick on the trailer at 66. Morning, Miles. Please do say hello so I know who's here. And that is on the December contract for crude this morning. On the January contract for unleaded gas, we picked up a trade 1 second after our start time, 1 second after 9 o'clock. And I actually was watching that. There was plenty of time to get involved in that trade. And it gives us a nice 62 tick target 2. And looks like trails down to 29.41. Target 2 was 37, so it gives us 58 ticks. So 120 ticks this morning on unleaded for a one and done session on the January contract. Good morning, Johnny. Nothing. Yeah, heating oil plan just started. Markets just opened, and we were getting sync, so you should picked up this long on the YM at 36.076. And bouncing, setting a new session high, just missing money management by one tick, it looks like. One or maybe two. Stop is at 0.44. Pound Aussie, for those on the trade today, you had virtually the same trade I had on my chart this morning. It's a setup from way back here at 723.57, but we did get in sync. It dipped down close to the stop, then came back up through and triggered in just about 5 minutes before 9 o'clock. Came up, hit our target 1, and coming back for the and getting. I got 37. Trade today had the stop at 34 for just 2 pips. And my trade was actually at 31 rather than 32. So I got 6 pips off the trailing position. Slight differences in data, but a one and done session nonetheless. And the YM kind of going sideways after a early morning up move. Heating oil getting into a long that's at least at break even. And now we have a potential stop and reverse at 64. So we actually are still long. on the YM. We had this move from bridge session, basically, really from the beginning of the European session at 3:40 a.m. roughly, and now it's consolidating that, but we are still long with our stop and reverse adjustment. Did not go short, and I will put the entry marker right there at 64. So that's our stop and reverse. Since it triggered in unadjusted, that stop and reverse will remain in effect unless we get a trade in the opposite direction, and so that will put us back. That will cancel the stop and reverse with the new long triggering in. But we're actually at money management in our original trade, and there's target 1. So that is going to be a one and done session on the YM this morning. 26 ticks at target 1. You might push that to target 2. We'll take a look and just kind of watch that and see if it can get to target 2 up here at 116. Just missed, and there it is, target 2. So either way you played that, it is one and done session on the YM. We got a target 3 for our scalp target on heating oil, and I will come back down to soybeans in just a moment. I haven't forgotten about it. This is a one and done plan, so that is a winning session. One tick on the trailer and target 3. For 30 ticks. And the YM stopping out from our original trade. Let's see where that would have been. Would be 36.97. No, I'm sorry, 36.94. So that would have stopped out at the plotted stop from the later trade, but YM is done then this morning. And another scalp target win on heating oil. So pound Aussie is done. Both our energies are done. Let's see what unleaded on catapult looks like. That actually... $8.45, so that would have been this one back here. That would have been a full stop. And you pick up a break even on the second trade. So full stop was 24 ticks. Those two positions would be 48. And didn't trigger the long. Another break even on the short. So we're down to 44 now. Another full stop on the long. Not a nice morning for Catapult on unleaded. 54, so we're down 98. And there is another break even. Down 96. We get short. That's a full using target 3. Gets us 38 ticks. And we'll have to see how that. And still trailing lower on that. So see where we go with that. Again, that is January contract. Soybeans. We have a 9:30 start on my chart. We had a get in sync long that obviously didn't trigger in. I don't say it didn't. Okay, yeah, that bar closed at 9:30. So that was the open, and did never get quite back up to that. Then we pick up a purple trade. That's the second chance at 1252.25. It chased down 2 ticks, and then did trigger in. And hit target 1. So that was a quick. Let's see how. 3105. Oh yeah. That's a target 1. Quick target 1 and done, looks like. For minimum 6 ticks and 1 tick on the trailer. So picking up 3 additional ticks. We pick up 9 ticks there. And come back tomorrow and try again. Minimum trade there, but that would have taken, and getting a nice trailer off of unleaded now. Stop at 28.18. It's going to be a quick session this morning because we are done with everything I've got up here. Crude coming on in another 20 minutes for its 10 a.m. session. 28.12, 28.11 for the stop on unleaded. Quick action this morning. Yes, micro ES on Catapult. We're only 7. Okay, looks like we've got a long trade. Yep, that set up at 8:35 Central. So that is a valid trade. It did hit target 1. So our stop now is right here at 46.84 even. The entry was 83.75, and we hit target one. Actually, we went one tick beyond, so definitely going to be a winner this morning there. The short trade earlier stopped out on its trailer. So our start time for the first mini session on the micro ES is 8:35 exchange time, which is 9:35 Eastern. 8:35 Central Time is exchange time. So we are in the long, having already hit target one, and our stop now at 46.84 even. And our trade on unleaded stopped out, and we get another break even long. If you reverse at the entry, it just barely touched, just got through our money management level, came back for a one tick stop out. So now let's take a look at that and see what we actually made on that. Then I'll go back to micro ES and follow it. Okay, looks like that very well may have gotten us to entry was 29.09 to 28.11 is 98 ticks plus the 38 we got. So that is POQ. That gets us positive on unleaded. So we would not have taken the long trade. Micro ES is a 5-minute chart. Looks like it's hit that 91.25 a second time. So that, waiting for the micro ES to finish, and we've got 15 minutes before the next mini session on crude. Any questions this morning? But that's all that's still working is the micro ES, and we're waiting for the 10 a.m. crude session. But the micro ES is the only chart still working at the moment. It looks like a nice, strong move on the open in the first 5 minutes. It's a pretty good sized bar. 8 3/4 point risk on that trade, so 7 3/4 or 8 points on the bar. In the first 5 minutes, so that's a significant move in 5 minutes. It looks like a very similar bar on the second bar. So the first 10 minutes getting pretty close to 8 points. I'm sorry, close to 16 points on the micro ES. And pushing through that session high now. Well, also showing upward movement. Troy did mention yesterday that he is going to do the Monday session next week, Thanksgiving week. So I will go ahead, and that would be the 22nd. So I will go ahead and do the 23rd on Tuesday, and we will be dark Wednesday and Thursday, the 24th and 25th, for the Thanksgiving holiday. And about another 10 minutes to our 10 a.m. crude session. And there is target 2 just peeking onto the chart. Let's see where for the micro ES catapult chart. On to 94.75. Target 2 at 95. So we missed it by 1 tick. I would take that position off at target 1 at least. 46.91. Don't give all that back to the break even stop at this point. Okay, crude is now flat, so looking for a trade at 10 o'clock or after. And we can get in sync. Still up to 3 positions remaining on the micro ES. And now we got slow moving price action. Looks like the S&P 500, the micro S&P 500, is consolidating its gains on the morning. Quick 20-minute up move. All right, 5 minutes to 10 a.m. crude session. If you're trading the micro ES and didn't protect profit on that, well, missing target 2 by 1 tick, I would probably move the target 2 stop up to a couple of ticks below this bar. I'd say 87.25. Because I certainly don't want to see it go all the way back to a break-even stop. And not the whole position, or not the whole trade, but just the target 2 position. Johnny, Miles, and Don. It looks like maybe one other person on here this morning. And we'll take a look and see if we get a quick trade on crude. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and call it a morning with this small group, and this finished all of our charts this quickly. And there is a short that could be a get in sync. 80.59. $80.58, excuse me. And we are in the 10 a.m. session, so that is a valid trade at 80.58. Targets of 11 and 18 ticks. And a risk of 18 ticks. So target 2 giving us a one-to-one, and that cancels the short trade on crude. And I think there's a possibility of a long trade coming up on this bar. Trade would come up at 76. I think I might push to 77, get 2 ticks above that little swing level. Make sure it's going to push through the 200. All right, if you're in the micro ES, I think I would push my target 2 stop up to 46.91, since we got at least halfway back up to between target 1 and 2. It looks like it's going to stop out at target 1. And yes, it did. It did stop out again at target 1, but the rest of our positions are still trailing at 84.25 now. And doesn't look like we're going to get, I don't think we're going to get a set of exhaustion dots yet for a short trade on crude. Looking like it's going to be slow moving on for us. Micro ES testing its session high again. YM has bumped its high up a little bit, but it's off at session high right now. Looks like it's just kind of in consolidation of its upward move. Oh, that's right. What we haven't looked at was bean oil. Take a quick look at volume. Okay, volume is still on the December contract, but January is picking up ground fast. And okay, here's our trade. Looks like it's going to be just a break-even. That's another one-and-done plan. And that was just a simple break-even, one tick. On two positions for just a couple of ticks. Soybeans. Soybeans actually wrote, yes. Soybeans rolled to the January contract, yeah. Back around the first of the month. I need to update that. Okay, we did a short on crude, and that has hit money management and target 1, 11 tick target 1. Stop at 57. That will be a one and done session. And stopping out on a trailer for a single tick, 12 ticks on that one. So that pretty well does it for everything that we're looking at for the next hour. So on that note, folks, we're down to 3, so I'm going to call it a morning. And we will see everybody in the room. Troy will be back in tomorrow with our regular Wednesday session and the crude oil inventory report. And I will be back on Thursday. So we'll see everybody in the room tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.